Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back here today. I'm basically going to go over how I'm able to catch hundreds and hundreds of pips trading gold or XAU USD. So, a lot of people actually message me saying, how do you trade your gold? How do you make so much profit on gold? How do you have such high win rate on gold? And that's because of this strategy right here. So, before we start the video, be sure to smash the like button. Comment down below what you thought of this video and also subscribe. It does help the channel massively, so if you do enjoy these videos then show some support and I'll be much appreciated. What I mostly do is start on the higher time frames. So what I do is I zoom out. So as you see here we are on 4 hour. Sometimes I do like to go to the daily as well, but what we do is we find zones where we can use as support and resistance. I use this horizontal ray tool up here. So we have this area here where we can look for support and resistance, and if we zoom in a bit on the 4 hour, we like to mark out these lows and areas like this as well. So we have this area down here which we could mark as a support, and we have this area up here as well. We usually mark the high, so we have that there, and then so we can see the price is creating higher highs and higher lows. So we can draw that like that. So we have that ascending channel up here, and price is actually creating lower highs here, but this is where we make the profit. So draw that in there, and we have this triangle formation here. When price actually breaks out of this, as you see we broke out, we retested and we pushed up. So nice, we had a break of the area, so now we're looking bullish, so now we're looking for buy positions, and usually we go down to the lower time frames now, and as you see we had a push up from this area where we had support in the past. We had a wick rejection into it, as you see liquidity spike here, so obviously this is where we are looking for buy positions. So even if we didn't enter there, we could have had a nice push up. And I'll quickly go through the trade I sent to my VIP where we caught a nice 180 pips. You know, a nice 1 to 4 risk to reward, and small stops, big take profits. That's what you need in your trading. Get those high probability setups as well. So we were bullish here. We actually, this push down here of around 90 pips, we did actually enter at 18.99 up here, caught a nice 90 pips on the short position here. That was New Year's Eve, that's when I made that £2,000. There'll be a card up here on the screen where you can click on that video and watch that after this video. Make sure you watch all of this video first. But yeah, we had a nice bullish push up as we opened after New Year. And obviously when price is going like this, impulsive moves up, you don't just want to enter, because as you see price pulls up, pulls back down. What you want to do is wait for pullbacks at key levels to actually enter positions. So when you're trading gold, it likes these round numbers. So what do we have here? At around 1900 we had this area of resistance. So as you see 1900 area, we had an area of resistance, and if we move that back, as you see a key resistance here as well. So when we broke that, you know, now we're looking for the next key level. So as you see we had this area drawn out here around 1905, 1906 area. So that's again another key level. You have 1905, 1910, 1915. So where was the next wick rejection? See, we had a wick back into 1910. So you could have maybe bought off this area, but we usually like to have more than one confirmation, so we don't just want a wick rejection off one area, because it's not really a good sign to enter, because wicks can happen anywhere. What we did, we were just watching price push up. We weren't really looking to get involved until we saw something happen that fits our trading plan. So obviously we had a pullback here, push up, and this is where we were getting interested. So we actually previously, as you saw, had this area here drawn out as an area of resistance, and obviously it lines up with the area the price was pulling back to here. So if we draw out a support here around the 1930, 1931 area, this is where we're looking for positions to actually enter. And if we actually draw on a Fibonacci from this push up to this level, as you see we have rejections down to the 50%, rejections, lovely, lovely. You know we love wick rejections. And then I actually sent out this as a signal to my VIP around 1932 was our entry, so let's say around there. Stops 1928, so up there, around 40 pips or so. You know, it depends where your entry was. And then our take profit was 1950. So there, lovely. So, what made me put stop losses here and take profits? So I'll quickly tell you about that. So, we had the 61.8 area here. As you know, this acts as a key level. As you see, we've had wick into this area, and this area between the 50% and the 61.8% is actually acting as a support currently. So this is an area where we see a lot of resistance, and price cannot actually break this level. So if we break this level and push below the 61.8%, then I'm no longer wanting to go long on this position because the trade is invalid for my trading plan. Some people have large stops, some people would have their stop losses below here and only have a 1 to 1.9 risk to reward, but I personally like to have a better risk to reward. So we had stops around 40 pips or so. And then take profit, I actually put this here because as I mentioned before, we like to have a good risk to reward and also a good take profit level. So we had it at the 1950. As I mentioned previously, these act as key psychological levels, the 10s and the 5s. So as you see, price came up to this level at around 1840 to 1845, was acting as resistance. So we had a wick in, wick, back down to test the 38%, and then we came up, broke above, retested this little support, we pushed up, and we're retesting it once again. But actually, our take profit was to the pip. You can see it here. I'll pop up a screenshot of where I sent it to my VIP group, because this was take profit was to the pip. We hit the take profit, we reversed. So now we've reversed around 50 pips on this hourly candle. So you know, precision, as McGregor says, precision beats power. That's probably got nothing to do with this, but you know, it's quite a cool quote. And you know, we love McGregor. So yeah, entering on a wick like this, some people would wait for the closure of the hourly candle. But as you see, we were confident that this wick here into this key level. Here we had a bullish engulfing. We had a wick down into the support. And even if we go on the lower time frames, this is where we see the true magic. So, draw our trend line. We had the third rejection of this trend line. So when we drew it on in line with these two previous ones, a lot of people say the third tap of the trend line is where you can enter. So the third tap here, so as we entered, price came straight into profit, 0 drawdown. As soon as we entered, price wicked up, as you see, to this resistance area, still creating higher lows. Although we had this resistance up here and price couldn't actually break it at that certain time, we did actually rally up past this. So as you see, respected it once again, and even if we extend this over here, you can see still in this uptrend, creating higher highs, higher lows. So if we draw this on, as you see, we got this nice channel where we're creating higher highs, higher lows. So we could see price go even higher if we break above this channel here, which would be good. If we retest this support and then rally up above, that would be good to see price maybe go on to 2000. So we could even have a larger target if we go on the higher time frames. We could even target up here, you know, and that's what we're talking about, a nice 15 risk to reward, 1 to 15. Whew. Target the 2000, you know, a lovely 680 pips. You know, it's tempting, it is tempting, but you know, I don't trade really long term. I like to be in and out of my trade within 24 hours or so. Yeah, it's just easier. It's my preferred style of trading, intraday. I know some people make serious profit of holding long term and holding their trades until the take profit or the stop loss. but this sort of trading is my style. You know, quick, in, out, not scalping because that's too quick. Intraday is the one for my personal trading style. So this trade, beautiful, no drawdown, take profit hit, absolutely perfection. So, you know, if you do want to follow my trades, hit me up on Instagram. I'll put it on the screen, as I always do. Follow me on there, DM me. And yeah, I do actually have my mentorship and course dropping at the end of next week. So be sure to hit me up for that. That is limited spaces. So it's a very limited package. So if you are interested, be quick and message me on there because it's selling out quickly. So you want to get in there quick because it's a one-time offer. So yeah, get in there quick for that one. But yeah, hopefully this gold strategy did help you make some profit or maybe add to your strategy. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe.